I want the recap to be done by Cousin Skit.
Who?
No way.
Is Cousin Skit even a character we've met yet?
No. So Wander and I were joking that we were going to replace Skitter with like an edgy, hipper version.
So
No,
yeah,
but
like
look, he's
skateboards
grown a
everywhere.
beard.
people,
Radical 90s.
Yeah,
people have
it's like,
actively been
whoa.
like threatening to stop watching this if I kill Skitter off, which is, I mean,
very
understandable,
likely
I
to
guess.
happen.
He's grown a beard. He's now.
I mean, now he just has to be
whoops
the final
ass.
villain.
He's definitely, growing into his own character.
But
Whoa, so last time we were playing Grave of Man, we found some caves and we were walking through them to try and find whoever was selling some people off into slavery, which is super not cool. Anyway, so we were walking around and we kind of went through a couple dead ends, and then we found some zombies and we turned them into mashed potatoes, you know what I'm saying? It was wicked cool. Then Ellerin got a pickaxe, and she didn't know what she was doing, but she did all the right moves. And that fly girl teared right through that wall, and we found a temple which had a mall in it, and I picked it up, and I was like, "Whoa, this is so powerful!" I felt like my power was like at least +3 or +5. Anyway, after that, we walked down another tunnel and we wound up at a door. And here we are in the Grave of Men.
Oh no.
I
Well,
didn't
my life
realize
was
it was,
turned upside down.
I didn't realize it was possible to dislike Bird for one of his dumb voices. But here we are.
The mental image is the skateboarding dog from The Simpsons.
Yeah.
Yeah. Poochie.
Is that what?
Yeah, that was
Yep,
his
found
name.
it. Wait. Oh no, he's got a goatee.
So does Cousin Skit.
No, it's a soul patch. Disgusting.
I think that this is going to be Greg's next voice. It's going to be real cool.
I can't
He's
wait.
going to get wongled on the head and he's going to be like, "Whoa, I'm Greg."
I'm sure you won't get tired of it at all.
I already hate myself.
Deep down, I already hate myself.
All right.
Cultural.
Let's get this show on the road. Let's get
Okay.
this show on the road. On the
Okay.
avenue.
Where are the shit?
does
were
get
you
on the
guys?
road.
There you are.
Let us get performance on Boulevard.
Why is this thing have 2 doors?
Okay. I think I'm just gonna go back to manually revealing things. That's a design choice. I'm messing around with like trying to make the dungeons actually look nicer, and I found like having the kind of weird double door system on both sides lets me do a couple of things like secret doors and locked doors, locked from one side, stuff like that.
Oh, that
And-
makes sense.
Generally, it also allows me to have thicker walls because the weird paper thin stuff that I had earlier just looked odd.
And now we've got a quarantine airlock so we can keep out the plague.
It's true.
Excuse me.
Is that your new voice?
Speaking of the plague, Greg, when you got like a natural one, oh sorry, I was able to move you for some reason. When you were standing in that pile,
Speaking of the plague, Greg.
the worms were actually going to try climbing your boots.
It is okay. I have immunity from disease.
But we don't. They seem to be magical in nature or arcane. I don't know if these worms are the product of disease or inflict disease.
It's okay. I have
Also-
special comb that gets the worms out.
Yeah, how would you deal with lice?
Very poorly. How would you deal
Crying.
with lice?
Crying
Deal
deeply.
with fish. How would you deal with ick?
Oh, you mean of like the algae variety?
Scale rot.
No, I mean when you get
Oh.
little fleckies on your scales and then they go like nya 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 and then you'll have no scale no more.
Yeah.
Scale flakes?
A
Oh god,
fed
I'm
friend, he had pet fish. The fish got ick. He don't have pet
no.
fish anymore.
No, I'm just thinking of I'm just thinking of lice checks at a bugbear kindergarten. How long it would take.
Oh, I know what you're
They
speaking
probably
of.
just all go in for routine buzzing.
It's like a mold or a fungus that grows on the scales of fish. You need to
Yes,
have a proper poultice or salve.
Oh,
Or in the
how
case
do you
of fish
have
in a fish
self
tank.
that works underwater?
Well, it's a liquid. You have to sort of immerse yourself in it. Like, imagine if you have to contain yourself in a bubble full of liquid.
It's the same way that the eggs work. Gotcha. Fish eggs.
This
Yeah.
is getting really weird.
How does
Yes.
one fry cook at the bottom of the ocean?
We
Oh,
don't.
wait.
Very carefully.
We eat
Do-
everything
what-
raw. I already explained this.
I forget. Did we kill things on the other side of Dora? Or
Yeah,
there?
you did.
Yeah.
There was a pile
Oh,
of
okay, they're
corpses
savages.
literally at your feet. You were standing on bodies.
Oh,
I just gotten rid of them
Not
because
anymore.
they were all over the place. Yeah, well, they... I mean, they're Dark Souls physicsing around. Wait, no. Alarin dissolved them. I forgot with the holy water.
Yeah,
yeah.
I
Yeah,
splashed it
so
with
it's more
Alright.
just kind of like gross puddle.
all right. I'm going to open the door.
Sea
Well,
people seem like savages.
the
Even
door is
cows
open.
cook their food.
You can actually see into the room. So there
because the cows
is
with their
a...
flatulence. Yeah.
looks like it might have once been kind of a meeting room of sorts. There were a lot of... there were a lot of tables on the ground and... let's see.
Is there any
some
light in that
crates, some
room?
boxes.
It
Nope,
looks
this is all
lighter.
just for Greg.
Sweet.
It's dark as shit. Nobody has lights on down here. Everything is wet. There are like sconces for torches and stuff like that, but they look soggy. Like maybe the flooding had come through here.
Oh, I missed the most obvious joke, Wander.
Oh,
You already hit us with a trap or two, and you had us walking single file down hallways in the darkest dungeon with a
Yeah.
4-member party and everything.
so if I do actually DM another campaign, it is just going to be a side-scrolling campaign, and you guys are going to have to deal with the darkest dungeon mechanics.
You would have to draw so much background
It'd be worth
for
it.
the side scrolling.
It would be so worth it.
Anywho, all right. I'm going to open up boxes, I guess.
Okay, so the boxes are mostly just filled with ore. Or rubble? You're
Oh.
not sure. You're not much of a miner type guy. But it looks like they're busy excavating.
So as far as I can see, that is the walls of this chamber, correct?
So this chamber looks like it was hewn out a little bit more specifically. Like it, they're gonna try and make it into something a little bit more permanent looking. They've already started squaring off things. The braces are, more flush with the walls and less haphazard. Like this was intended to be
More
an
than
actual
what
like
it is.
chamber, as opposed to just like miscellaneous, roughly hewn cave.
All right. So
How alive do the tables look in this room?
I was actually going to.
Not very.
All right. Well, it looks like this room does not have too much in it. Skitter, do you mind doing a quick little investigation around here and make sure there's no stone unturned?
Sure. I don't
I
actually...
never can tell which ones to go with in this
Woohoo!
game. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, nice.
Okay, well, I'm not even gonna bother rolling with Skitter, because Alarin gets it instead. So, Alarin,
Yeah?
you find more, kind of doughy orb things. You recognize them as the ones that blew up in your face.
Oh. Okay. I suppose I can.
You have...
Add them to the
Actually,
wall.
there's one of them.
Oh,
There's
just
one left. There's, like, maybe some, like, remaining bits, but really there's just, like, one blob left.
Just one blob. Okay. That means I have 4 bomb orbs. Were they really using this to excavate? I can't imagine that.
Yeah, it would be pretty impressive if they did it while also not blowing up themselves.
Oh yeah, so I should mention the that kind of like weird darker patch in the top left corner that you guys can see. So when you see that, that usually means it's like rubble and stuff. So part of this room is actually caved in a little bit.
Oh, okay.
So those boxes aren't actually reachable because they're like buried in, broken rock and dirt and whatever other detritus comes out of a cave ceiling. But it looks like the earthquakes had hit this room a little bit harder than some of the other places in the cave.
Speaking of, have we felt any tremors in a while?
It's been like a little trembly here and there, but nothing nearly as like ridiculous as earlier.
I feel like the concept hasn't even come up since like back when we were floating and before.
Yeah, just before when we were floating. Yeah.
Was there a single tremor when we were in like the whole church area?
You weren't sure. It was like super small trembly that you're not sure if it was real or not.
Well, also there was the tree growing, and it was creating a ruckus.
There's a lot of other things that are causing the rumblies, so nothing is...
It was more like California background noise.
Yeah, there you go. As opposed to, surf in San Francisco.
It's the room tone. I'm gonna open the next door without knocking.
Okay, so in this room is it's used to be a bunch of beds. They have been long since like destroyed and rotted away and stuff like that. I mean, now you do. These beds are messed up.
Now I know that.
Fair
I have
point.
A light radius of poop.
I'm trying to get the dynamic light set up for the next zone that you guys go into. We'll see if it works.
No, it's just I can only see. Regardless of the system, I can only see that far. I
mean, like the next area you guys go into, you literally like it will actually work. Hopefully. Anyway.
Are there any notes or belongings left in this room?
No. Well, okay. So there are plenty of belongings if you want to like sort through like old rotten clothing.
You're supposed to roll first.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
You do.
Otherwise, if he only tells us to roll sometimes, and that's when there is something.
Yeah. I will only tell you to roll if it's sort of obvious or important. Anyway, I'd actually forgotten to mention the other thing that you had specifically found.
Oh, there was another thing that we had found
Yes.
in the room?
You had found something else in the previous room.
Oh.
Near the door, actually. I'll put Skitter near it, so it's kind of over here. But there's a panel on the doorway with 3 levers on it. And they are all, let's see, lever 1 is up, lever 2 is down, and lever 3 is up.
Greg could have found it, but he didn't look.
Nope.
Greg, you have night vision.
Yeah, everybody else wanted to get a chance to explore. I was just letting you all have your fun times.
And there is
you think I didn't see those things?
There is a waterlogged note kind of like tacked to the wall next to it.
Ah! A puzzle!
Okay. So the note, who's reading the note?
What languages?
It's just common.
Okay.
Well, presumably all of you are reading it.
I don't know.
Skitter's not literate, so he's just over here.
Oh.
But so, the note is scrawled really poorly. Like whoever wrote this note might not have been literate either, or at least barely literate. But it effectively outlines the sluice gate controls, or sluck gut lever.
Huh.
So does that mean that
They should have probably named it different.
Does it let water into certain parts of the caverns? Is that what they mean?
Well, we can always pull lever and find out what happened.
Yeah, sluice gates are basically like water dam doors.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know that as
Like
meta knowledge, or do you
Panama.
know that as character knowledge?
I know that is me knowledge. I don't know if my character would know anything. Would they know anything about?
Drez probably would not know what a sluice gate is.
We could all do the quick
He
knowledge.
is from swamps, but it's hard to say
Yeah.
Probably.
because they don't. I don't know if they have any machinery.
No.
Would that be insight or
my lore for
history?
the Blightclaw clan is they're much more of like a magical, like, not fully tribal society, but kind of like Aztec-y.
I mean, there used to be knowledge engineering.
Well,
but
didn't Aztecs have irrigation?
Yeah, you're right. Actually, you probably know what a sluice gate is. Now that I'm thinking about
Aztecs were kind of boss.
it. Yeah, Aztecs were boss.
This is like the equivalent of like figuring out beaver dams.
Yeah, because you've got like the whole like man-made islands and shit like that. You probably know what a sluice gate is. Okay, we'll just go with that. You know more about engineering than I'd initially assumed. Okay, so you know what they are.
Drez is just surprising everyone. So you said there was 3 levers?
Yes, there are 3 levers. Unfortunately, whatever notes there are below on what they do are incomprehensible at this point, either by handwriting or water damage.
Where are the levers located again?
Pretty much right in front of Drez, on the on the wall.
And they only have an up and a down setting.
Yes. So
What's
the first
current
one
configuration again? Oh.
First one's up, second one's down, third one's up.
Let's flip all of them.
Okay.
All of them up?
So
That's not how you
Or all
should
them
do it. You should
down.
only change one at a time.
Nope.
Oh,
All of them in the opposite state.
okay. So
Down. up,
you're just okay.
down.
So
Okay.
what you do is you hear a distant grinding sound, and then another distant, similar distant grinding sound, and then the sound of a lot of water moving all at once, and a really loud crash.
Yay!
Oh, good job. You broke things.
No, I probably just killed another one of his mid-bosses off camera.
Sure. Stay in character, goddammit.
that or the presence of water may have caved in another room. Oh no.
I will go and
Wouldn't
find
that
out.
be good?
But I'm the aquatic
Because we were
person.
trapped.
Okay.
Yeah, but you can't see from them.
They really shouldn't have taken that out.
So what's the water level looking like? Because it was here.
Okay, give me a second. Let me finish laying down the consequences.
It's so exciting.
Okay. I'm almost done. There we go. Okay, that's weird. The water level in this section, if anything, it's actually like starting to move up a little bit. So it's like kind of here now.
Oh.
Hmm.
I'll step back. Oh,
It's like just kind of burbling out from the like section. It's not like it's rising really fast, but you did something to the water level and you're not really sure what.
Okay. That's a start.
I guess. What is even your goal? What are you looking for? Do you want to drain out all the water from this area?
Well, we're out of options. So I'm just
Alright.
doing things now.
Well, okay. We should have changed levers one at a time, so we'll be able to suss out any sort of changes one at a time. That's okay. That's okay. I will forgive you, Drez. You
So what's the
probably
cra-
are not as smart as me.
Okay, so 1 is down, 2 is up, and 3 is down.
Let's change 2 to down.
Okay, so 2 goes down. Okay. So you hear another grating noise, and that's it.
And we go back outside to check the water.
The water level has not moved.
Okay, so they're all down.
Well, this is only one possible conduit of water. If you mind waiting for a second, I will go check other areas.
All the other ones? Oh, there was also
Not
that
all of
one
them.
right there.
Oh, right, I forget. This tunnel is no good for Greg.
You came through it, though.
Well,
I can't go on my own because it's dark.
Skitter.
Okay, 1 second. I am figuring this section out. Okay, there you go. Okay, yeah?
Could you be my eyes?
Well,
That sure?
All right. On to the tunnel then.
Okay.
All right. What do you see?
Well, there's water.
Is it higher or lower than when we first passed it?
It's higher.
Okay.
You know we have
Is
sending
Lauren just
stones,
like
right?
holding hands
Like
in the darkness right
you
now?
can just call me on those. I'll just stand right here. If you, well, I guess I have to lead you back. Come on.
I'm just gonna go back and if it's not moving now, then it's likely that they're actually all closed.
Lauren,
So
don't
let's
you know
try opening all of them.
the light spell?
The cantrip, you mean?
Yeah.
I'm
I mean,
flipping all
if
three switches again.
If I switched my prestidigitation with
I mean,
it.
you can just keep casting like little lights with prestidigitation, I think.
Really? Because
I don't remember.
It's only like
It's like a
harmless
mage trick.
sensory effects.
Okay. So, what are you doing, Keith?
I'm flipping all three switches again.
Okay, so there is another horrible grinding noise. And Greg, you are the water starts like just kind of rushing up at you real fast.
Whoa!
With the third one. It kind
Why
of
are
like
you writing in Russian?
sprays out and then recedes a little bit.
You don't actually know Russian? Or how to write, maybe?
Wait, what lever did you pull?
He pulled the middle. No,
No,
he
he
sent
did-
all three up.
Yeah.
You said it rushed in, then receded again?
Yeah.
All right.
Did it recede to where it already was, or did it recede further?
I assume it receded
It is.
only a little bit. In the
Only a
current
little bit.
position.
You are actually kind of slowly filling this place with water.
Uh-oh.
Though it's not
Sweet.
that substantial yet.
I think the proper control would have been to keep the middle one down and only change the first and the last lever.
To put the water down, we already tried that one.
No,
I think it
like,
should.
trying one or the other.
Yes, I agree. Only one at a time. But the rest is how do you say, gunging ho. I will.
So you
flip levers
said there was
this
two
time.
grinding sounds and a crash originally?
Yes.
Something may have
That's
opened
interesting. That is interesting.
Well, what do you propose we do? We do have sending stones, so we could split up. I can stay here at the lever. Oh, okay, let me come outside. I can stay here at the lever, and then we can split up, gang. And I will. You can just tell me what you see when you find conduits of water.
up. Okay. I'd have to go with someone that can either see or has a source of light, though. So wouldn't I be better off standing at the levers?
I really don't want to go through the hallway, but I guess I can do. All right. Let's just
She is literally the only person who
Breathe
doesn't
in.
have any ability to see in the dark at all.
breathe in.
And then we're gonna leave her in the dark to flip levers that she can't see.
Hey, but there's only 3
No.
of them.
I just said that so Greg would go away.
Oh. Okay. So what are we doing?
Oh, best thing.
I mean, I can go follow Greg if you want me to, too.
I mean,
That
if you could
works.
find another reservoir, another area where there's flooding, just to tell us.
You mean, so not this one, but like another spot? Okay.
Yep, further than the one that Greg is
Bye.
probably at. Bye.
Hello.
Hi. Bye. Yep.
Well,
Press the
hopefully that'll
shrinky
keep
button.
him busy.
Yeah, but where is this gonna go?
Only one way to find out.
Also, who would want to sleep down here? Ugh.
Let's see.
Maybe they're all dwarves.
Opening notepad real quick just to keep track. So the starting configuration was up, down, up.
Yep.
Yes.
So up, down, up. Then change to down, up, down. Change to up, up, up.
No, change to down, down, down.
It was down, 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 wasn't it?
Yes. Then you change to up, up, up.
Up, 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 let all the waters start rushing in, as far as we know.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Unknown
sorry. Don't.
Unknown dice rolls happening.
That's not a dice roll for you.
It's a dice roll for something. All right.
So why don't we try like up, down, down, or down, down, up? Those are combinations we haven't tried yet.
Let's just lower the first one.
Okay. Are we currently at up, down, up?
We're
We're
currently
currently-
up, up, up.
We're currently at up, up, up. Okay. So you flip the lever for the first one, and what happens?
They're likely in a sequence, so we can find whichever one comes first. We could potentially cut off the entire flow of water. Unless we're at the end of the water, in which case we're trying to drain it. So did we flip the first one?
Yeah, I think that's what we were doing.
So now it's down, up, up? Or duh?
Yeah, it's down, up, up.
How are things looking outside, Wander?
Me?
I mean, God.
Okay. Sorry, can you? I'm resolving something that's happening off camera. So what are you guys? Which one did you flip?
So
We changed it to down, up, up.
Down, up, up. Okay, so there is a significantly less quieter noise, like grinding noise. No crashes this time.
Okay.
And the water?
The water actually kind of starts to recede.
Oh, Skitter, what do you see?
Kind of busy.
Oh no! Is he fighting something?
How does sending stones work? Are we all in conference call?
No. I could only hear him because he was calling me, Greg, you're probably the one closest to Skitter. He's in the middle of combat, I think.
Skitter! No! He's my illiterate friend.
As he runs around aimlessly, not knowing where Skitter is.
Well, we just
I figured
instructed.
he would be at the next water.
Okay, what did you want? So Greg, you come around the corner and you see a Skitter standing over like two of the dead people. He looks kind of hurt.
Oh no.
They're kind of pancakey. Oh yeah, I should probably reflect the water here. So yeah, the water has receded quite considerably. Actually, to the point where you can actually see a tunnel. Here, let me reveal this. Now that you've come to join Skitter. So there's a not so roughly hewn tunnel on the other side that has been recently deflooded, I guess.
Hey! The water level is the revealed tunnel. You want... I said this over sending stone. Over.
Over?
So, Skitterman, would you like to explore tunnel?
Sure.
I will take lead, don't you worry.
Okay. So
Alright.
as they go off, something comes crawling out of the tunnel to the south of you guys. I guess you don't see him until he's actually attacking you.
Ah!
Don't mess
I
with
saw
levers.
you do that. I saw you do that, Shell, moving in reaction to combat.
Sorry, should I roll a
Okay.
dex to like
You
dodge that?
There's
No,
no,
this
dex.
is where this is where we do our
Elaborate song and dance.
initiative roll.
Well, hey,
Okay.
can't I use like cutting words to react to his slash?
So, you weren't aware of his presence, so no.
Ah.
He got you with a surprise pickaxe.
Oh.
And you take 6 damage.
Oh.
No. Light sources matter.
Yep.
Yeah, he want to cut you standing on the perimeter of the light radius on the edge of darkness.
Well, I don't want to stand too close to you.
Okay. Well, it's your guys'
Don't
turn.
stand so close to me. Are we just skipping initiative?
Yeah.
Or-
It's gonna be you guys and then him. I'm not gonna...
Because he had the surprise attack.
Yeah.
Well, and that means it's Shillelagh time.
Whoa!
Yep. You clobber him upside the head.
And now I can say the phrase critical shillelagh, which is just a great one.
All right, and I'll poke.
Okay.
Does he dodge that?
No, you hit him. These guys are slow, just beefy. All right, so he's actually already looking pretty worse for the wear. Let's see, and he's gonna come for another pickaxe on you.
Oh no!
And he misses.
Okay.
Dress?
No.
Well,
Less than impressive return of the shillelagh.
yeah. You smack him slightly less impressively.
Eh.
Okay, and with those, he is dead. So, no, I guess you can't see it. He was just the lurker in the dark.
So did the water level recede here as well? Is
Yeah,
that why
so
he was
there's no
able-
water there. It's like, it's not bone dry, but the water has gone down.
I'm going to continue forward
considerably.
until I find water or something else.
And I'll follow. Because
Okay,
otherwise,
but I-
I'm blind.
But I can't see the shape of the cave
Yep,
past this point.
fixing. Okay,
What's gonna happen?
so it's pretty dry out here. I'll just keep
Spoopy
kind of
scary.
revealing, unless there's something important. This is why I
Whoa,
want the
there's more
dynamic light.
networking than expected this way.
Is this where the water is currently?
Yeah, so
the
there
light blue?
is water there, but it's not nearly as deep as it once was. So there's kind of a slope, but it looks like you've managed to drain a lot of the water out of here. Okay, so there's like a little tunnel that kind of goes down this direction. And it's like, it goes up to your knees if you put your feet into it.
Ugh.
It's cold.
Yeah.
Cold water. Well,
Yeah.
actually, I have resistance to cold, so what am I saying? It's
That's a
so
reoccurring
balmy.
sentence you say.
Such balmy water.
Balmy?
Oh, compared to the deep oceans? Yes, quite balmy.
Like, they could describe air. They describe water temperature the same way we describe air.
I
Interesting.
mean, we breathe it.
Yes.
So
I don't know if you were in that call. Let's see.
It was just commentating.
So is
What
the
about-
is
what
the
about-
water level currently changing?
no, it seems to have kind of leveled out a little bit.
And you said it's up to your like knees in
Yeah.
depth. Is that where we are, or past the water level?
That's past the water level. Where you are is just damp.
So let's try and see how deep we get.
Okay, so it gets maybe about up to your... What do you have, a loincloth? It gets like midway up your loincloth.
Damn.
Once you're
This is a really steep cave.
Yeah, it's a bit slick, but I mean, you're used to muddy terrain, so it's not that bad.
No, I mean the waist deep water in 10 feet.
I mean, they're digging down.
Can we make anything out, or does the water reach the ceiling ahead of
No,
us?
no, the water never reaches the ceiling.
So can we make out any kind of turn or
It
anything
maybe
ahead of us in the
opens
cave?
up your... I mean, your light source is not working great.
Oh, right, the light source.
Yeah.
Shit.
Right.
Well, that
you
doesn't go much deeper.
You a flame.
Well, I can try to like ferry a bit with the water with the flame held overhead. This is not ideal.
Okay.
But we can't see crap, so we can just try to move. Let's see. I don't think the shillelagh has a light radius.
So
That'd
it
be
gets
so convenient.
It gets about up to your waist. It's maybe leveling off a bit.
I mean, if I used another spell slot, I could use Fairy Fire on an object. That would create a 20-foot cube around objects.
Does Fairy Fire create a light radius? I thought it was just a weird outline.
Oh. No, never mind. Let me see. A 10-foot radius. Oh, so it's a very dim light.
Yeah, so it would be the same amount of light that control flame.
Yeah, so it's pretty much the same effect, just on an object.
Oh, interesting. Before, previously, when I let go of my weapon, as a result of critical fail and stuff like that, I would have the shillelagh would have stopped being enchanted.
Oh, interesting.
Apparently, I have to hold on to it. So we're gonna try to wade forward.
Okay, so you wade forward, and you find the 2 treasure chests that are sitting down here that you've been really afraid of this entire time.
Ooh, treasure!
Son of a bitch.
I've been watching you like slowly toe the line towards the treasure tunnel, and I'm just
Dead
like,
end of treasure.
And are they locked?
They're stuck shut, but that might just be because they're upside down.
Oh.
It looks like when the water level moved, they got tumbled backwards here, and if they're stuck in the mud.
Yeah, it looks like the clasps are facing up.
Yeah.
That's probably not a good way to tug it.
Okay, so you can kind of get it, but these are waterlogged chests. They're underwater at this point.
Well, I'm holding the fire.
Okay. Can I like hack through with the pickaxe?
Yeah, sure.
Underwater?
I don't want to damage anything inside it. But oh wait, no, that wouldn't be a good idea. What if I accidentally puncture a squishy? That would not be good.
Puncture squishy. What if it's a subaquatic mimic?
Ugh.
The most nightmarish thing Wander could make.
The party laughs. The chest laughs. The party kills the chest. It was a good time.
Okay. I'm trying to look at my skills. And there doesn't really seem to be much in the lines of moving things except for strength.
Well, I guess we'll have to give up. Bye.
Oh, can I try the other one?
They're similarly just kind of stuck in the mud.
Will this one be easier
It's
to
more
move?
of kind of the inconvenience of your rolling that is working against you here. And the fact that neither of you are strength-based.
Nope.
And I can't try to reach them at all.
This is a job for Greg.
So,
I'm either up to my shoulders in water or literally swimming right now while trying to hold fire above water.
It only gets up to your waist. You're tall as fuck, dude.
It was at my loincloth like 15 feet ago.
Yeah, I said it leveled off. It's at your navel.
Oh.
Or if you have a navel.
This is weird pacing for, yeah. No, I probably don't have now I need to find out, are lizard folk in D&D born from eggs or not?
I believe they are, as are almost all reptiles.
Yeah, because if they're born from eggs, they don't have
off.
navels.
Yeah. So yeah, you're not navel. You're up to that.
Yeah, the official art I can find does not feature navels.
That'd be weird.
Be Kyle XY. It'd be weird to have a lizard with navels.
I mean, can he flip over one of them with one hand?
I mean, he hasn't even
There's
done
only
anything.
one real way to
He's
find out.
He's mostly just stood there and snarked. I'm not going to tell him what he can do until he asks to do something.
Let's find out with my shit.
Yeah, they're pretty stuck.
Try the other one.
Try the other one.
Hey, it lets you roll again.
Son of a bitch.
Okay, yeah, you managed to flip one of them over.
More like a...
Step one down. Who knows how many to go?
All right, and is
It's
it...
like 15 minutes of trying to watch someone tie their shoes.
and is it
Technically,
locked?
this was supposed to be harder
That's
when it
not
was...
inaccurate.
This was supposed to be harder when it was flooded, but you deflooded it. Now you're at the really hard part, which is just rolling above a 10. Okay.
She
So
rolled above a 10.
yeah. So that's the one on the left.
Yeah,
Okay.
I rolled an 11, my first one.
So, Alarin, you have a chest in front of you.
Yes! I will open it if I
Okay.
can.
So, it opens. It's just a bit waterlogged, kind of heavy, but whatever. So, inside are a bundle of... it's kind of a weird, like, wax-covered bundle, actually.
Wax. Okay, that means that it's supposed to be protected from water. I will lift the package above the water.
Yep. It looks like it has been preserved against the submerging.
Is there anything else in the chest, or is this it?
Nope. That was it. Looks like there might have been more stuff in there at one point, but either washed away or was removed prior to flooding.
Okay, and can I, like, pry a little bit of the wax aside? I'm almost expecting cheese.
Nope, it's not cheese.
Okay.
It's more of those doughy ball things.
Ah!
It's about 8 of them in there.
8. Okay.
How moldy are they now?
Oh, no, you see, these are squishies. They don't mold. They incinerate things. I suppose I should...
I incinerate things.
These ones have a little bit more oomph to them, I think.
I incinerate things.
Yes, you do. That flame is very useful. Thank you, Drez.
So we still have one that's not opened, right?
Correct.
What if I click it like 17 times?
Okay. So what
That's
happens?
a really bad roll.
Hey, your 22
What
is
happens
good.
One of
is
them.
in the in your panic attempt to open this chest, you manage to get it out, but you also wrench your shoulder for 5 damage. It hurts real bad.
How many bomb orbs were in that package again? 8?
8 in the wax-laden package, and Drez, you've got it. Hurts like hell, but you got it.
Okay, what's inside
I am
that
like
chest?
half dead for the dumbest reasons right now.
Well, do you want me to use a... Like, we
I
have
will
healing
allow you to
potions.
do blitzes, but sometimes consequences. Okay. So you have another chest that you've freed from the muddy...
With my might.
You could have just done one roll, but... Because that 22... Oh, well.
No, I pressed it like, cause I rolled a 10 and an 18, and then everything past that was me spamming it. So I rolled it like 8 times.
Oh, I see.
So the first I rolled a 6.
Honestly,
I'm looking
what
it up.
happens is Drez, like, just kind of gives up on seeing things, reaches down through the water, and just starts, like, yanking on it as hard as possible repeatedly. It looks like a cartoon character for about 10 seconds, and it pops out with a noise. And now you have a chest.
Okay, and what lies within this chest?
Okay, inside are 3 orbs. 2 you recognize, 1 that doesn't. So the regular ones are kind of the upgradey orb things. And the other one is just pitch black.
Okay.
I forget, are the contents within the chest wet?
These orbs are soaked, but
They're upgrade orbs. Because I had used 4 on my own armor, and I believe I'd given you and Greg 2. You can have the 2 upgrade orbs, but the black orb is a mystery to me.
That means we use it on Skitter.
Do you think it's stealth related?
No. It's a test.
Oh, I don't want him to be a guinea pig for things. Oh well. We found everything there is to find at the end of this tunnel, but why would people put chests there?
I'm just thinking how terrifying it would be to open a chest if it was airtight underwater, because all of the water would suction into this like giant box as you're opening it underwater, and like could suck you in potentially.
Depends on how large the chest is. Man.
That's terrifying.
If it had teeth,
Well-
it'd be worse.
What's behind door number 2? Not doors. Whatever thing.
cave wall.
Direction. Hooray! I'm in a wall.
Wait, this?
Yep.
It's a wall?
Well, no, it's because he was blindly dragging himself into darkened areas.
So I walked directly into a wall.
Yeah.
There's a surprising number of branches down here.
I mean, they are trying to find raw resources.
It's a dead
Oh,
end.
it's a dead end.
Welp.
Back the way we came.
All right. What's behind door number 3? They're not doors. And I don't have that pop culture reference because I am Lizard. Oh.
Yeah, how would dating work? Wait, that's not.
What? Wait, what? That's not the right question for that scenario. How would dating work?
Sorry,
Like the mystery
I was
bachelor
thinking of
behind the
Bachelor
door.
number 1, Bachelor number 2, and Bachelor number 3. I'm sorry, wrong one.
No, it's more like down to the fact that the show doesn't exist in D&D or lizard people. So we've had 3 dead ends now, and now we're arriving back at Rubble Pile from last episode.
Well, it looks like at this rate we'll probably be reunited with Greg and Skitter.
There's nowhere else left to go. Ba-doom.
Ah!
Okay.
Montage. And suddenly jump cut. We're there. Whoa.
So we're gonna roll back time a little bit. I'll move you
Oh,
guys
we're rolling
over.
back
Oh.
time.
Well, you guys had your whole journey. So Greg, you and Skitter, you
Parallel
have just
editing.
arrived after Skitter has slain the 2 undead. And there's kind of a tunnel opening on the other side. What do you do?
Alright, my men. Let us go forth bravely in the tunnel.
Okay.
This is all, there's no water, correct?
This
we can
is-
just walk up
so
to
it-
Okay.
So so you dive into rushing water,
Oops. Oops.
and what happens is you kind of get pushed
R.I.P.
down this tunnel and stuck on a boat. Here, let me move the boat to the back. There you go. So you're like half on this like boat and being pressed against it by the waters.
Alright, I will, attempt to make athletics check to climb on top of boat. That is animal handling. Please ignore.
You handle your animal and then climb on the boat.
Okay. Whoa. Alright. I will. Skitter, you stay there. I look
Gotcha.
around on other side of boat.
Okay, so sorry. The other side is a gate, a grate. It's the sluice gate
Uh-huh.
that you were
It's
messing
the
with
sluice
earlier.
gate. Okay.
Yes. You notice that there are some divots in the wall. And actually, you can see a bit of another sluice gate sticking out over here. And then on the other side, you can see a little bit of a sluice gate down the other direction.
I see. Okay. So what we?
And honestly,
Okay.
the boat
Well, I
is
guess
like
I will,
much smaller
Wasn't our
than this.
door
There it is.
left? Was it up, down, or what was it left at?
I don't remember what was it listed.
It was left at down, up, up.
Oh, down, up.
Okay.
Up. That's weird. So they're not in the same positions.
They're either in the wrong order or up and down don't mean the same thing for each one.
Mm-hmm.
I would assume that it is the latter, but well, Alright, how fast
One way
is
to
the
find
water
out, which
rushing?
involves
It's-
comical Greg flying.
Did you ever get the Cloak of the Manta Ray, or does Skitter still have it? I think Skitter still
Skitter
has.
still has.
Okay,
Yes.
so you're not. It's going pretty fast. Like this boat is.
It's
kind of-
really pushed up against the gate. I
Yeah.
would
If it
imagine.
weren't for
Okay,
you being on that boat, you would be in trouble.
I understand. So, then I guess, how deep is water?
You can't tell. Probably maybe 10, 15 feet deep. Like it goes down a bit.
Okay. I guess I will send out a message on the stone. I forget, can I message everyone, or is it just
You have
one
to
person
think of
at
the
a time?
person you want to message.
You could conceivably message the whole party.
Okay.
I'm right here. I can see you.
Well, you can't hear me over rushing water, can you?
I have big ears.
Well, so do I. Oh, that proves point.
I think we all have
right.
big ears except
Anyway.
for Drez.
Let's argue about this more.
Drez has no ears. Actually, yeah, the entire
It
party
only
is an
has little-
ear size contest. Damn. Okay.
Alright. I will call party members on the stones. I'll call everyone at once.
Okay, so
I
as
guess.
Drez and Alarn, as you guys are starting to join them, you see Skitter standing on the edge of some rushing water, and, well, I guess you don't see him. You hear Greg first, probably.
Hello, over.
Roger that.
Over what? Who's Roger?
I found the gate. I found the sluice gates as Derez called them. As far as I can tell, there is one gate per lever, which you would be able to under yeah. And the first one and the last one are open, and middle one is closed. I am currently pinned up against middle one. I stand no chance of getting away from here. So at least I have both.
But
So here's what we're going to do. Yes, hi.
yeah, the issue is, depending on what if you said that the levers didn't correspond with them in the way that we would have hoped, right? They're not.
Well, as far as I know, there's an equal number of gates as there is levers. I assume that you pull one thing changes, but that could be wrong. Who the hell knows?
And what gate are you currently positioned on? Because I can't see in the dark. I'm just.
I am on gate numero dos.
Okay, you're on the second gate. Huh. That doesn't match our current lever orientation.
Well, what I would suggest doing is pull the middle lever and then pray like hell that Greg doesn't die as consequence.
I mean, if it does
point of order question. If Skitter were to give me mentor a cloak by just putting it in water and have it like rush towards me, would I be able to swim against currents?
hey, how heavy
or
is the cloak?
doesn't work that well?
It's just like a cloak, but it
How
makes you
heavy?
go real fast in water.
You
Would I be
might
able to
lose
swim
that
against that?
forever.
Which is why I'm asking how heavy it is.
It's like a couple pounds, maybe?
Okay, mage hand. Proof.
Okay.
It's going
Oh, can
to.
it reach that far?
Let me look. 30 feet.
Yeah,
It's
that's really pushing it. That's like 150, 120
If
feet
you-
or so.
If you put it in the water, it might go under the gate.
Well, it's possible if I send the mage hand, it can fling it close enough to Greg. Greg has.
I mean, I could just swim out to Greg and hang out with him with the cloak. That could work.
Well, the point is that
then you'd be trapped.
I would swim back after getting cloaked.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
The problem is if the cloak lands in the water, it can go through the gate, right? Or is the gate
Why would it
solid?
go through the gate? I thought the gate would be solid.
Is the gate solid? Because
The
can't...
gate has bars close enough together that no person could get through, but wide enough apart
Cloak would easily.
that the
Yeah.
cloak would easily just go straight through.
Well, the issue is a sluice gate's like a solid slab that you lower, and down below the water surface is just literally open water.
So, yeah, okay, fine.
Because that's how you constrain water flow.
Yes.
Yeah, it wouldn't have bars. It would literally be a slab that goes
Yeah,
up,
otherwise it would
downsies.
never constrain water flow because it'd just be an open gate.
Yep.
Well,
But the point still stands. If it was too low, it would just go straight through.
And then it's gone forever because apparently this is fast water, which I assume is going west because boat stuck.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. This is also the direction that I float, so... It's not like I was like, oh no, and went to going the wrong way.
Okay. So if my mage hand can go 30 feet, that's like if I were standing in
That is
Drez's
not good.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Don't you have ridiculously long
Yeah.
arms?
Oh, I could barely reach that, yes.
Okay,
Alright.
so can I switch
I
places?
predicted a disastrous chance of dice roll.
Okay.
Okay, so if I switch places
So
with
here's
Drez-
the thing. I gotta You actually don't know the distance between you and Greg. You can't see Greg.
Oh, because you can't see him.
Yeah, you can see about
Oh.
10, 15 feet out.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
And then you're flying blind, and hopefully Greg can guide you from there. You're welcome to try, and could work,
Well,
but...
I mumble something to myself and walk up to Skitter and touch him on the shoulder and say, "You can walk on walls now.
Okay.
Oh.
So Skitter's going to skitter...
You have 1 hour."
Skitter's going to skitter along the ceiling and deliver the cloak, and then come back.
Spider skitter.
I frown and
Cannot stress enough that he has 1 hour.
He is going to stay on that ceiling for as long as possible.
I feel so
There are no zombies on the ceiling.
so useless.
He literally maintains his
God.
normal walking speed.
Yes.
But on ceilings
Okay,
and
I have to
walls.
break order just for a second because Foxhole came to my chat and said, "Solution, punch gate, and sail off to adventure." Okay, I don't usually break to talk about chat, but that one's really funny. All right. Okay.
So I
Thank you.
have to say, his solution on my end was everyone leaves Greg to die alone.
What the fuck, Alex? So why are you two playing on both sides like that?
I was considering it. I was like, let's just pull levers and see what happens.
All right. I go swimmy. Yes, I can resist water.
Yeah. So you move
Whoa,
about.
wait, aren't we gonna need that boat?
You're like really pushing it to get a go against the current,
you-
but you can. Yeah.
I'm going to go as far east as can do.
Okay. So what you find is a. Give me a second. Let me see where they'd be. So there's. There's a series of.
Adventure.
Yeah, there is adventure. Okay, so you almost immediately run into a real sluice gate, which is, let me fill that in. There we go. Yeah. So there's more or less just a slab that is blocking some but not all of the water.
Understood. Well, I will get back onto dry land.
All right. So I suppose we have someone keep watch here, and we remember
Well-
the other combinations that we've done, right?
I mean, you guys know, I don't. So, whatever you think would lead to metal gates being open, I will sit here, I will give you a call on stone, and we'll go from there.
Hey, Skitter, you want to get back to the levers
Okay. Skitter's
on
gonna
the ceiling?
disappear. Oh yeah, he skitters off along the ceiling. He is loving this. He might or might not learn this spell when he gets the chance.
Oh, right. That is absolutely what an arcane trickster would want to have.
Yes.
Yes, he would
Along
like to
with
be like
along
Man
with
of
Pass
Spider.
Without Trace.
Yes.
Okay.
Next, you're gonna give him a freaking mist form.
Remind me again of the levers positions. I think I've got it right, but
They're currently down, up, up.
down, up, up. Okay, cool. So what do you want me to do?
Try flipping the middle one.
Okay. So he pulls the lever, and this gate slams shut. This gate slams shut. Wait, this is the middle one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so different thing happens. My bad.
Yeah, the middle one is being put down, correct?
Yeah.
It
Okay,
would be done, up.
so the real sluice gate closes, and water immediately starts to fill up in the room you're in.
Ah!
Oh,
the
no!
the real sluice gate.
Yeah. So there.
Put it back. Put it back.
Okay, and it slides back open.
Alright.
Wait, so there are
Now we
gates
learn that there's
with
other
bars,
sluice gates
and
apparently.
there's solid sluice gates. Oh.
What do you think?
Well, so the two levers are just two different types of gates, apparently. Well, wait, but then there should be a third option. That doesn't make sense.
Well, the middle one flipped the first one, so I mean, we should just experiment a little and get more information. As long as we flip one lever at a time, we'll be able to suss out solution in no time.
Okay. So
As much as I'm not psyched about the idea of let's go down, up, down.
Okay, down, up, down.
that's the opposite.
Okay,
of-
so these gates move down. This time.
Which ones is these gates?
Oh, those ones. All
Yeah.
right.
The first one and the third one.
And
now
then the
all
middle
of them.
one goes
okay.
up, and the boat goes down.
Oh. Well,
Oh no, our
Smashes
boat.
against the the next gate.
That is fine, except for the fact that we're currently drowning, so...
wait, so
Okay.
did all of them just alternate from one switch? Huh.
Well, it was the latter. Oh wait, yeah, it was two of them. Let's figure this out. So that was the first switch being flipped, right?
We flipped the last one. Now it's down, up, down.
Oh, right, you flipped the third one. Okay, so what
Yeah.
also happens is,
Oh.
Greg, you can see this, but the sluice gate down the direction opens up, and you almost immediately see. Let me find one. One of these guys just go like whizzing by and then crashes against the gate, and he's just kind of pinned there.
Ew.
Yeah.
And it gets ripped apart.
Yeah,
Like that guy in Resident Evil in the laser grid.
he's not getting ripped apart, but he is getting crushed to death. Well,
Alright.
second
Slowly
death.
through the bar.
You
crushed to re-death.
You two, hold my vodka. I'm going in.
What's vodka? Who's Roger? What's a Roger?
Wait. Oh, you're swimming.
Over what?
Okay. So you see. Let me see.
Oh.
Yeah. So there's
More of them?
kind of like a little. There's some gates. These ones look like they're a bit tougher. But there's actually water coming from above. Like it's actually coming down a series of
Okay.
of steps. So I guess it's more of kind of like a. Let me switch this. Oh. Well, you know what? Just going with it. That's really confusing.
What the hell is
looking.
that?
I don't know, but you know the section with the the slidey ramp in Dark Souls 1, before you get down to the Basilisk area. It's kind of that with like some steps and some other things, but it's like super deep. Well, not super deep, but that's where the water's coming from. It's coming from up above.
One of the most oppressive locations in the game.
Yes.
Alright, so this little side tunnel, is this coming from above, or is this like
That's coming from the
actual,
side.
like, little conduit?
It seems to
Okay.
loop back into the tunnel system you were in before.
Alright. I guess I will...
Technically, it's not actually submerged. It's like a little bit above, and there's water like trickling down.
Okay, I pull myself into it.
Okay, so you're now in a tiny little cave.
I will send out a message and just give people status update.
You
and then
see
keep going.
that there may have been some of the like undead people in here specifically, like
Yes.
boots and clothing and an arm, or just kind of like
Not that anymore.
yeah.
Alright. Well, let's keep
Oh
on the
god,
walkie-walkie.
because we dropped that one gate, then put it back up, so it like flooded everything and then then flushed it out.
Okay, so you're gonna start walking through. So
Yes.
more or less, there are just possibly a bunch of these guys kind of hiding out in here.
Hmm. What is water level?
It's like your knees. This
Wow.
is
Oh,
above,
this
so
magic
like
book.
it's slowly like draining out into the tunnel system again.
Hmm. That would be enough to knock most people onto their asses, but I guess because I am awesome, it is
Well, there's not
trouble.
much current. It's like slowly draining. You know, like
Okay.
like when you've got like the last bit of
It's
water
like
in your
wading.
tub.
I
Yeah.
see. Yeah, I understand. Okay. Alright, well, I could smashy. Well, okay, I'll be fine. Let's just, keep going.
Okay. Just drag and I'll reveal as you get places. Okay.
Well,
So you're actually back to where you were earlier. This is where you'd first encountered the drowned ones down here.
Mhm. What is in
And
this little nook?
little dead end.
Okay. It is merely Granny. Alright. I have idea for
Mysticism
practical joke.
lost.
Alright, I'm going to sneak up.
Okay.
He has to do stealth.
Roll stealth. Mind you,
I
you-
have disadvantage
Yeah.
on stealth, by the way.
Is it from the armor or being gargantuan?
it's
It's armor.
yeah, it's the splint mail. So you take one step,
Eh.
and Drez is just staring at you.
Hi. Well, I thought it would be funny on kid. Okay.
It was funny to me.
Alright, well, there's not much there. There is just
For
a
the
little...
audio listeners, I critically hit the perception roll.
Alright, so there is not much to say. There was tunnel full of undead. The undead have become dead because they got washed up onto skitsmen, and they're also at the gate. But there are multiple other.
Yeah, at this point, this guy is gone.
There are other sluice gates to the east, the upstream. So I believe I saw 3.
So, is our aim to get through all of these gates?
Why would we know what aim is? We're just gonna try.
Well,
Well, we're not going to be able to go upstream.
I know that.
Well, I can.
Wonder what my
Well, it
swim
doesn't
speed
matter.
is.
Well,
much.
we're not going to be able to go upstream.
I'm just saying, like, I can do.
No, you really can't. Like, going upstream is significantly harder. It
It
was
also
hard just getting from, like, point
Probably
A to point
fatigue
B.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
He also
fair
said
point.
the next area is a ramp.
yeah.
Oh, I didn't catch
Yeah,
on to that.
it starts going, like, vertically up at about 45 degrees.
It's just like Canal of Panama.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay. Alright, well,
We
I
are
guess we'll just
basically
have to-
taking a boat through the Panama Canal right now. Except
But
no,
our
except no
boat's
one's on it.
escaping!
why would we want to be on boat?
So that we wouldn't be far flung, through the water and potentially land ourselves in a dicey situation or a dicey gate. Either way. We don't know what's further downstream.
It's a controlled sewer, so it probably points to the fortress.
Yeah.
Look, worst comes to worst. We open up all sluice gates, we go through, and then we get on boat at the end. Besides, that
Two-
boat ain't coming back.
2 of us can't drown.
Who's the- well,
Actually, one of us can walk on a ceiling for an hour, so 3 of us can't drown.
who is one who could be of drown?
After 15 minutes for Drez.
We're actually in a pretty good state right now.
Yeah, this is
One of
good.
us has magic swimming, one of us has 15 minutes of water breathing, the other one just has water breathing, and the other one can walk on the ceiling for an hour.
Yeah,
So
this
we really
is not.
just need the gates to open.
This is not bad.
In fact, do we even need the gates to open? How high are the gates?
They're high enough that you couldn't climb over them.
Okay.
Probably.
That's definitely something to confirm, is whether or not the downed gates can be climbed over or not.
Alright, what is current configuration of switches?
It would be...
Switches are down, up, down, and the... Oh, and for once, the actual gates are down, up, down.
No?
That's so...
Oh, wait,
confusing.
yes, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, for once, the switches and the gates are both down, up, down. They're matching somehow.
Alright, Skitsman,
Yeah?
flip that first switch.
Okay, he flips the switch. And the gate goes up, other gate goes down, last gate goes up, and boat disappears into the ether.
Goodbye, boat.
Alright,
The secret password was, in fact, not Ood.
okay, so here's the plan. Wish me luck.
Oh, no.
Splish splash.
Okay, so you more or less
Oh, no.
get swept up against the gate. It hurts.
Alright.
There's a lot
bad?
of water pressure.
Hey, if you hadn't swum over there, I could have maybe thrown one of the squishies to blast the gate.
What the hell? You came up with that solution now?
But I don't know if it would work without
Alright, so
caving
I'm
in
going
everything
to
else.
go and... Can I use the stone?
Yeah. It's like sort of telepathy.
Skitsman, I want you to flip the first switch again.
Okay, so this one goes up. The other two come down on you.
Alright. Skitsman, flip first switch.
Oh, he's going alone.
Okay. They go,
Oh,
and you
no.
disappear into the ether. We'll deal with you later. Probably.
Oh, that did not have the right consequence.
Well, that'll make things quieter.
Okay.
Now we can't see.
You could always just do what I just did.
But then Skitter will
This
be
is
left
really not-
behind.
But Skitter can walk on ceilings, and these things don't reach the ceilings, I assume.
They do.
Shit.
Okay.
You can't see him. You don't know this.
Also, Skitter can't swim.
So what's the current configuration? It's...
You guys can't see him. You have no idea.
This was
Skitter.
the worst idea.
Oh gosh.
We got screwed by birds. Now we have to switch places.
Well, if
It's the only option.
yeah, if you leave me here with Skitter, or if because you have a light source that you can use.
We either both go back to the switches, or you're blind. And I'm going.
Wait, so we're gonna have Skitter?
It's the only option. Yeah, we have to switch places. We have to do the switches while Skitter watches for us because our other night vision person decided to leave the session for the next unknown amount of time.
I
He's
could
probably
stay
swept
with
up by
Skitter.
Gorlar now.
Okay.
I solved the puzzle, didn't I?
Skitter doesn't let you see though, so do you want to stand in the darkness and get ambushed again?
No. But I thought we already cleaned everything out.
How well has that assumption worked out before?
How about the goggles? Like, those could work.
Oh yeah. I could use the goggles and have an item. Wait, you've been holding on to them, Skitter?
No, you have them.
But I'd given them to Greg.
You given them to Greg, but then you tried using them like 2 sessions ago, I think.
Oh.
And Greg never takes anything back because he never uses anything.
This is truth.
Okay, then I will pick up a...
It took us like 6 hours to find out that Greg was a paladin.
Okay, is there anything in this room that I can
There are
use?
plenty. Rocks, stools, tables.
I start to move a table. No, I'm kidding. I pick up a rock.
The table laughs.
Ah! I pick up a rock, and I sort of scrawl with another rock a little, like, X on it. And I touch the center of the X.
Okay.
And, well, while wearing the goggles.
Okay, so now you can see from the rock's perspective.
Okay, so,
Still
Skitter.
dark. Yeah?
Oh, wait. That won't illuminate anything. Not unless you were there.
How about... No.
Can you draw an X on Skitter and see from his perspective?
I don't think it works that way. Like, being able to see through his eyes,
You just gotta draw the X on his pupil.
no.
Oh.
No. Now, what I could do...
God, I sound like a Zelda boss from the N64 era.
It'd be like Dead Space 2.
I mean, I could cast Fairy Fire on it, but that wouldn't work. Skitter can go on his own, I suppose.
Okay. But who's gonna pull the levers for you guys?
Us?
Well, no. We're gonna try to get it so that all of them are up. That's our...
I don't think that's possible.
It isn't?
I mean, from what you told me, no. I
Yeah.
can go watch and confirm.
Yeah, we haven't tried all of the combinations.
Okay. So instead of me showing it to you, I'll just tell you. So Skitter's gonna go watch the gates for you guys, seeing as he can see them.
Okay.
So what do you do? I guess I can move him around. It's a mild pain in the ass, but whatever.
Let's see. Configurations we haven't tried yet. Part of me is also afraid that, like, what if this is not... What if it's not, each one does a specific thing, and what if it's, like, one of those weird, like, puzzles where if you click one thing, the adjacent things all switch?
I'm convinced that it's that.
Oh no, I hate those ones. Ah.
You can solve them algorithmically.
Wait, but the last thing we did is we switched the left one, and all of them changed, right?
Well, the
Yes, all three of them switched when the left one switched.
yeah, but it changed in a predictable manner, which is why Greg was able to swoosh out and depart without us.
So,
That's so weird.
you gonna flip a lever?
Why are there 3 levers? It feels like they all do the same thing, don't they? They switch everything.
Well, we haven't really tested the last one, have we?
I should have been keeping records of the results. I was only recording which configurations we've tried.
Just start trying things.
Yeah, what if we flip the last one?
Okay.
And is it up right now?
You
Does it go
hear?
down?
Okay, so
That would be up, 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 which we've done before.
Oh, okay, never mind. That wouldn't be good. We want it,
Yeah, it would be up, up, up. You're right.
and we don't want the up, down, up, because that's no better. So, what's down, down, up?
We've done that one
We've
too.
done that one too, okay.
We haven't done up, down, down. So let's flip the middle one to down.
Okay, the middle's flipped to down.
okay, so you're flipping the middle one.
Yeah.
Okay. You hear a distant
This
grinding
is literally
noise,
the only remaining thing.
and then Skitter's like, "Well, you're raising the water level a lot."
Okay, that's no good.
So that was...
It's just that
I
gate.
believe we've now done literally every combination. So there's either... let's unflip the switch, obviously, so he doesn't drown.
Thank you.
Except he can go... so now we've tried every single combination I think that exists. So it's either it's a sequence puzzle, or we have to do what Greg did, basically. But even that doesn't work for Skitter.
Uh,
One of us will be left behind. Unless I bomb it.
Unless they...
That might not be good.
I've been looking through my spells for any sort of solution. But I don't think I really have a trick for this one right now.
Yeah.
The bomb may be an option because
It would be interesting if we had something with a delayed effect that would lower one of the switches with gravity. What?
Sorry, I'm just thinking of the dumb shit that you guys
Wow.
could do.
there's a lot of dumb shit we could probably do.
Yeah.
We could take the beds and throw them down the chute and see what happens.
I was actually
Well, it would have
thinking.
been a better strategy than
I was trying to
We'd
imagine.
be able to. We could all float down the channel on the 3 beds that are up here, like with the King's Quest adventure game.
they would float actually.
Yeah, because they're all wood, presumably.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They don't have
And
mattresses.
there's crates.
These miners were too poor for that.
We have tables.
Yeah.
There are a few really dumb ideas that could technically probably work. I don't know if we can get the beds out of the rooms or even down all the hallways.
Without the if you chop the legs off, you totally could.
And we still have the issue of who flips the switches in the first place.
All right. Can you actually read out to me all of the switch combinations that we've tried in the order that we did them?
All right. Up, down, up was the starting configuration.
Okay.
Then we did down, up, down. Down,
Okay.
down, down.
Okay.
Up, up, up. Down, up, up. Down, down, up. Down, up, up. Down, up, down. Up, down. Up, down, down. And up, down. Which I believe is literally all of them with some repeats because we had to, like, not drown. Wander's just like, I'm
Technically, we
Jonathan
never
Blow
actually
now.
Technically, we never actually saw what the result of up, down, up was. Just so you know.
I mean, it raised the
that
water
was the
level.
starting configuration, and we never saw it from the perspective of the actual sluice gates.
Right. We could try up, down, up.
Yeah, because that might help us figure something out. We
To
just
try to
haven't
loop
seen
back
it
to
yet.
the original configuration.
Yeah, exactly. Like, we haven't ever seen what it looks like in its starting state.
All we know is that changing away from that state caused a boat to crash in,
Mm-hmm.
which might have to do with the first gate.
Oh, yeah, the first door, so it would hit the second gate.
So let's try up, down, up.
Okay. So you hear a distant grinding, and then another distant grinding. And then Skitter's saying, water level's rising again. Sorta.
Yeah, that definitely
Not
looks
as
like
much.
that held the boat in place. But
Yeah, it started back where the guys, the undead, were.
Okay, the water level stopped rising.
So that's the starting configuration, and the next thing we did made the water levels go up more, I believe.
yes, the down, up, down. Which we have seen that state already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that is every single combination, isn't it? So it's...
I can double check real quick, but I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah, I think that's every combination, so I think it is a sequence puzzle where we have to be able to get through stage by stage. Because I don't see any... I don't think we've ever found any other path we could go down. Because there's no remaining doors in these two crappy rooms, right? We, like, searched around. And we've reached dead ends in every cave, so you either leave Greg and go back upstairs, or there's some sort of solution for this puzzle.
Yeah, you've done every single combo. Nothing leaves all three of them open, basically. So just have to figure out what sequence does it, I guess. Bear in mind that there is... No, okay, never mind. Blow one of them up.
Well, now Skitter can't go over and see because the water level is risen, so we have to lower the water.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have to switch it back to the previous configuration of up, up, down. Just to go back to where we were before.
Is the last
So we'll
switch
do that
always
now.
associated with the big doors on the right? Or new?
No, I don't think so.
So are we doing up, up, down?
So I assume things are back to normal now, Wander?
Yeah, things have reset to the
previous
very
state?
beginning.
Oh, up,
more
down,
or
up.
less.
Okay.
The water levels are slightly different, but you can't see them.
Well, because we changed it to up, up, down,
Up,
like
down.
which is the previous one before we made Skitter retreat.
So that should have lowered the water levels.
Yeah. Or did it stop changing?
It is kind of hit equilibrium at this point.
So they just
But
don't change?
The water level was lower last time. Did nothing change when we flipped it to up, up, down?
Down. No. When you did up, up, down, the water on the left had gone up. Ah, shit. I can't, like, describe this easily. I can just show it to you visually and describe it when it happens. So if,
No, I mean, like, we just went back to the state that we were just at previously before Skitter retreated.
yeah.
We just went back to the same configuration. So does that or does that not lead to the same gates
So,
being up as before?
I'll show you what up, up, down is. Up, up, down looks like I can't move anything anymore. That's weird.
Is Roll20 crashing?
No, just, I don't know, it wasn't letting me grab stuff. Still won't. That's weird. Okay, up, up, down is... this is dumb. Why is this... Okay, there we go. I can just use the
Why
arrow
did you
keys.
create this?
Up, up, down looks like this, I believe. I might be getting mixed around with the grates at this point, but that doesn't matter too much.
It kind of matters, doesn't it, if we're trying to get through?
Sort of.
Okay, Skitter. What do you see?
The water level went down again. It's going real fast, but the water level's down.
And you said before the grates that a person can't... Well, we don't know, because we can't see them anyway.
I guess
So we don't know if a person can fit through them or
up,
not.
up, down
And
would actually
the
be
person
this.
who's
now that I'm thinking.
seen them the most has
Wait,
left.
up, down is that?
Up, up, down is this. There we go.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Down, up, down.
And there's no other spots you can put the levers in besides up and down?
Correct.
Hey, what if you get the one gate to crush the other gate?
They're
Wait,
Ow.
I don't think
It's
they're
possible.
set up that
yeah,
way.
they
Aw.
slide next to each
Yeah.
other.
They slide next to each other.
That'd be a really unfortunate design.
Phooey.
And it would mostly just trap us, I think. It's like, congratulations, it's broken and closed. It'd be the worst case scenario.
Oh, the better to
Oh,
best,
that would be
dearie.
horrid.
Let's see, which ones have we seen in person so far? So, we did up, down, down earlier. We haven't done up, up, up for a while.
That was the one that made the water flood higher, as I recall.
Yeah, but
Yeah, it did.
But it might open
we
all
did
the
up,
doors.
up, up, and down, down, down before, but I think at that time no one had actually seen the levees yet.
No
to
one
see
had
what
seen
position
it,
they were
yeah.
in.
But Skitter might not even be able to approach them.
Well,
And even then,
Skitter's next to it
wasn't
now.
it? Wasn't it down, down, down that made the water level rise? Then up, up, up to the opposite or something?
Both of them made the levels rise in different.
Does anyone
amounts.
remember what configuration the switches were in when we first explored and got stuff?
That was down, up, up. I think.
Which we haven't done for a while.
Yeah. Again, we haven't seen what that one looks like.
Let's try down, up, up.
Okay.
Isn't that the one with the
down,
middle
up,
one in the
up.
middle? Or down, I should say?
So down.
Because that's where the boat was. You guys had found the boat. stuck
What's
on
the
middle
current
one.
configuration? You brought the...
It's currently up, up, down, and we're
Okay.
changing it to down, down, up. So we're switching both the left and right switches.
Okay. Yep. Let's see. There you go. The
So
water
now,
level's rising again.
Skitter's flooding
Yep.
again. Okay.
Actually, this is the one where the water level really rises.
Okay,
Oh,
that's
goody.
no good.
Actually, wait,
Let's
hold on.
see.
The cave on the left, the water level does not change anymore.
So the water level rises in the uphill cave, but not the downhill cave.
Yes.
So water is reaching these other caves that dead end somehow?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. If there's...
So I'll help you out here a little bit. You managed to drain them, like as a separate thing. That's like a one-time thing. The water level only matters to the parts directly next to Skitter.
Huh.
A lot of this gets.
Did we ever find any sort of opening?
There were openings in the dead ends that like you can't see.
Oh, like in the tiny spots where they pinch
Yeah.
out.
Could I dig through them?
I was wondering how the hell water got in or out
That
of
only
there.
would have been a problem if any of you guys were in the tunnels when you pulled the levers, but since that never happened, it never came to play, which is why this is probably kind of confusing.
Mm-hmm. All right, so what's the configuration at the moment?
Up,
Down, up, up.
no, up, down, down.
You're
No,
right.
it's down, up,
Oh,
up.
down, up, up.
I
Yep.
think it is definitely down.
Yeah,
up, up.
right.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, then what's down, down, up? Was that... It was...
Find out.
There's only one way to know.
Okay.
We're just risking Skitter's life. It's no big deal. And who knows what's happening downstream wherever Greg is in Neverland.
Okay.
I wouldn't worry about it.
In Toilet's bottom.
So which config are you switching to?
Down, down, up?
Down, down, up.
So we're switching the middle one to down.
Okay. So the water level starts to go back down again. Okay.
So switching the middle one only caused that one solid one to go up and nothing else
Yes.
moved?
Okay.
That's one of the only inputs we've had where only one thing moved.
And that's for the middle one.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, the middle one affects that specific barrier.
Let's see.
Okay.
I'm going to do down, down, down.
Okay.
Change the last one to down.
Last one. Okay, so this one opens up.
And that's the one that it affects? And nothing else? Okay.
That's the last lever?
Yes.
Okay, so the first lever just switches the last one and the middle one. Do they alternate? Is that what's going on?
Yes.
Let's try up, down, down.
Okay. Whoops. So the gates. Yeah.
Ah!
We broke reality.
There you go.
Oh no. What a Lovecraftian discovery. Okay.
Wait, but that
Which
affected that
which
one.
configuration is this? This is down, down,
So
up you have?
This would be up, down, down.
Oh, hey, flip the middle one up then. Doesn't that...
How?
Oh, wait, never mind. It's down, up, up right now?
It seems like the last one makes the weird blue one on the far right move.
Wait.
I was asking about the one that just switched the third in line.
Well, the one we just flipped switched all three of them, didn't it?
It's only...
It
switched...
because like the gates were up, a second ago, and now they're down, up, down.
So let's flip it back.
So like, the first one seems to alternate all of them apparently.
Can we flip the last one back?
Okay.
Because if we flip that other lever...
You specify what you mean by last
Okay,
one.
so whatever you did for the last round.
Okay, there's levers 1, 2, and 3. Always go with 1, 2, and 3 or you're going to get me confused, because I think at this point, I'm off my switches because you keep giving me weird commands, and I think I've gotten messed up too. I've got notes, but I don't know what config you're on half the time.
Okay,
And so you're like, flip it. I'm like, okay, I'll flip. Okay.
We've been making sure to always say the configuration in its entirety until that just moment where I told her to clarify.
Okay.
Okay, well, what did you do, Drez, to...
We were down, 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 and I flipped the first one, so it was up, up. It was up, down, down.
Right, and
that made all three of them switch apparently.
Right, so what we need to do is we need to make it so that that third one was...
Noises.
It was controlled by the middle lever, correct? Just that third gate closest to Skitter?
But that only affects the real gate, like the one that blocks water, not the actual grating.
Really?
Didn't it?
I thought it affected the grading one. Because if we could orient...
We could try it
Because
again.
if we could orient that one so that it is prepped to switch when you flip the first switch, then all of them will, like, flip directions and open a path for us.
Greg is dead. He's dead. He's never coming back.
Okay, so...
So you want to try up, down, up?
Well...
Again?
No. What I'm getting at is... If there's one switch that can switch all three, one switch that can switch a singular one, that means that we have to game it so that when the one switches, it has to be switched with the first lever that switches all three. It's...
Like the idea is to lower all of them so we can simultaneously raise all three of them. But what actually makes that possible.
I don't know. We haven't figured out like which one flips that, right? Because this one. Oh, what are you doing with that?
I'm just dragging it over so I can move them independently of each other. Because currently they're overlaid directly on top of each other and it's a giant pain in the ass. Ignore that.
Okay. So it was the very rightmost lever, the third lever, influences the main water breaker, correct?
I think it affects the one on the far right. We could try it again.
And does that gate the water in or let it out? It gates it in, correct?
Nothing ever seems to lower the water. It seems to exclusively cause water problems. We could try up, down, up. Like, we could try switching the third one to see for sure what happens. We might want to retest every function again, because it sounds like Wander got
Okay,
confused
no,
about where we were half the time anyway.
I think
so,
I've
like,
got the configuration correct. So what? Remind me of the current config just to make sure we're on the right page here.
It's currently up, down, down.
Up, down, down. Okay. Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so then we're making it up, down, up again just to see if that third really is the one.
Okay. So you're doing up, down, down, up? Wait. Repeat.
Up, down, up.
Up, down, up. Okay. So this one goes up.
Yeah, rolling controls that, and that lets more water in, correct?
No.
No.
That one's just a gate.
What
Yep.
does that gate do then?
So from Skitter's perspective, raising this raises a wall so that the water doesn't flow as fast.
Okay, that's good. We'll keep it there. In the up position.
So it seems the third one's kind of irrelevant to us solving everything on the left.
Yeah.
Like, it can just sit there. So let's try flipping the middle one again. So now it's up, up, up.
Oh, it's that thing.
And so that only affects the big solid one.
But
so
wait.
so the middle one only affects the big solid one, the right one only affects the far right one, and the left one alternates all three of them, and I don't think there is a solution. I think we just need to come up with something to get around the fact that the only thing you can do is alternate the gates over and over again.
Well, okay, what does flipping the last lever do while this is up? Does it just influence that, or is there something else at play?
Okay, so let's go to up, up, down. It just moves that.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll go back to up, down, down because there's no reason to be in its current configuration. Actually, we should go to down, down, down because there's fewer gates in the way at that point, since it should make the gates themselves become up, down, up. And yeah, that's it. There's no solution. We're trying to find a solution to it's not a puzzle. we have one gate that flips the switches back and forth.
Laughing about.
It's not a puzzle, it never was.
Come on.
We made it a puzzle.
We're blasting this. Come on.
It might not even be a place we want to go.
I'm gonna-
Like, I don't even know if Wander has a plan for what to do with
We're
Greg.
gonna
Like,
use
I don't know if he even knows where it
The
goes yet.
squishy to blast that thing apart. If it's just
You're welcome to try. I think that Skitter's gonna have to do it because he can walk on ceilings and you can't see anything.
so be it.
So there's
Hey,
bit
she
of
was
an
able
issue.
to blow up a tunnel earlier without being able to see anything.
that was ridiculous.
Okay. So you're giving Skitter the
Literally not a
explosives?
puzzle.
Wait. Is the water too high for us to go?
No, it's back down.
Okay.
Look, you guys were working on other things, so I forgot to
All
delete
right,
the water
Skitter.
level.
You'll have a short period of time to do this, so skitter back as swiftly as you can.
He has an hour. I don't think it's been
No,
that long.
I'm talking about the squishy. Do I remember how long it took for squishy
before
to
Greg
blow
dies? Oh.
It was about 10 seconds.
up? And how far was the blast radius? Like 5 feet?
It was... You got real lucky.
Oh no.
Oh. Well, what caused it to blow up? Why can't he just trigger it?
Well, he can trigger it. but then he's gonna have to run away as swiftly as possible. In 10 seconds, how far can you get?
120 feet, give or take.
Okay, never mind.
You move at your normal movement speed in Spider Walk.
Okay.
Well, yeah, but you can run.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, Skitter.
No, I was telling her that you can still can move fast.
All right.
Okay.
Here is a squishy.
Okay. Sorry,
eh.
I assumed you'd already handed it to him. Okay.
Okay.
So you give him the little thing of C4.
Right. But I don't let him go. I clasp his hands and I say, "Now listen to me.
I really feel like we're gonna find out that there's not even a map there.
Now listen to me.
There's absolutely
This
not a map there.
It's a dangerous explosive. You have to squish it and squeeze it before it's ready to unleash its terrible power, and you only have about 10 seconds to escape its blast radius.
Okay.
Just want you to squish this stuff between the bars.
I got it. You keep calling it squishy. I kind of figured that you squish it.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Like Hamtaro.
So you see kind of like
Squish.
you see kind of like a glowing, and then you hear Skitter just like sprinting along the ceiling, and then a short while later there's like a tremendous boom, and the gate blows up.
Woohoo!
Yay! Something did a thing. And we only took the entire episode.
Took you half an hour to realize it wasn't a puzzle. I designed it as like simple thing to just be like, okay, they'll either use magic or like a trick or one of the many items I've given them. Nope.
To be fair, there was like a game of telephone going on where there was like
No,
several steps involved in trying to figure out
the greatest part of the puzzle was
basic
actually
information.
you guys.
It was frustrating.
That was so much harder than it would be like if in a video game you just had 3 switches like, oh, what do these do? Oh, okay. And that's it. Like there were so many steps of communication to go through between the logistics of the characters and whether or not the people were responding in a timely manner in real life.
In the mist game,
Holy
sometimes
shit.
you'd have to walk halfway across the island or go to different islands just to
That's because it's
yeah,
developers
and
are
those
dicks.
games were really fucking annoying.
Hey!
Okay. Give me...
Sounds like we'll find out what's over there next time.
Yep.
Will the party ever forgive me for that puzzle non-puzzle? Will they find Greg down the stream? Yes, they will, if you're paying attention. And what lies deeper down the underground canal? I'll find out next time on Dungeons & Dragons: Grave of Man.